Good afternoon. We are back. ABX in the building. What's happening, y'all? As
Yes, sir.
always,
I say yes, sir.
as always, the gang is here. It's football Sunday. We back.
It is.
Stand the man.
Yes, indeed.
Make sure y'all tune into them boys tonight,
Nobody
man.
cares. Anyways, we got a guest.
Right,
for
I'm supposed to be
family in
on
the
my
building.
bookie.
Big Bug from around the way, home team.
What's up? How y'all doing, everybody?
Welcome, fam.
It's good.
Thanks for having me.
CC's over in the corner on the live. Baby girl, Miss Tiff, what's happening? Thank you for joining us yet again, family. Y'all know Miss Tiff is officially a part of ABX now. I don't know. We just gonna put that
Uh-huh.
out there and throw that in sitting out there. What's going on, sis? Ma over there. And Bug's son VJ, who's Birdie member. We're trying to
My mic?
recruit him on over to the team.
I turned
Shout
it
out to
off.
Coach. Gen X. What's up, fellas? If y'all out there watching. So let's hop right into it. I really last week we talked a little bit about trust in the state and things of that magnitude. And I think I told y'all that we were gonna come back to it. And they just asked me, well, what are we talking about today? I'm like, well, let's kind of wait for it. But we
Let's
just
talk
kinda,
about it.
We kind of brought it up a little bit yesterday.
Okay.
I shared in my story, I believe, shared in the ABX story some information that Ms. Tiff had sent me regarding trust in the state. So if you have a chance, go in the story and check that out.
Okay.
So
What it do?
yesterday we were talking about last night actually. What's going on out here? Like, I think last week I briefly talked about the whole chasing the bag and, sex, da, 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 da. So I want to further elaborate on that a little bit in terms of what I meant. There's nothing wrong with chasing the quote unquote bag. Nothing wrong with but if you realize the game that's being played, like the higher income tax bracket, they're playing Monopoly and we chasing bags. You get what I'm saying? They
Right.
got this. What Bro and I was talking about yesterday.
We was talking about Folger.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yo, that's crazy. So basically, let me explain the magnitude of what he's saying. Right? So, I'm an AV engineer of I'm a top shelf AV engineer. I do all the big shows, Park Up DC, I done Lollapalooza, I done everything, and also, I manage this studio and I used to manage Voxwave. So I got a lot of experience being in the field, and currently I work for Folgers Theater down there downtown, right off Pennsylvania. It's a historical building, and essentially we talking about 100-year-old institution. This old Shakespearean theater, and how they playing the game is totally different than an ordinary business. Like, we all know that theaters usually house the actors or whatever, but like me going to the actual building, because the building is in renovation. When I got hired, we built a theater in the building museum down at on F Street. You know what I'm saying? So going to the building the first time in construction and to turn the gear in and all that stuff, basically they walked me around the whole campus. And right off Pennsylvania right there, you got the building, but they own all the blocks around the building.
Crazy, man.
Around the building, they own like 2-3 blocks. So every
Bag for real.
they got the
Yeah,
bag
that was the
bag.
whole point. Like I'm
So
saying,
they
like,
basically
And-
created their own little community over there.
Yeah,
But the
and
way- go ahead.
essentially it's a trust.
yeah.
It's a trust, and everybody working for Folger is we all working and living off of the legacy of the founder, the original Folger that founded it. His money is still in it, and they controlling everything around that joint. So basically, like, because we in talks about how I'm gonna move forward with the theater, after this play. Do I want to be full time? Do I want whatever, right? So I told them, like, well, I'm looking for something full time because I'm looking for a new crib, and to get housing. They like, we got housing. I'm like, what you mean? We like, well, we got housing. Like,
A one-stop shop.
man, my man walked me outside and was like, this is our business office on the corner, and this whole street, we own every building on this whole street. Nobody standing nothing. You need housing? I'm like, whoa, I had to think about it. Like, imagine you on a job interview and they like, yo, we gonna pay you whatever you want, and we gonna put you up. You need to be put up, we got you.
So they keeping all the money in the house.
Yeah, so
Bruh,
think about that, though. Think about that.
They-
That's when you got people out here struggling. You get what I'm saying?
It's a whole. They live in a whole totally different way, and not even just that. To add on, it's like every other company has always been money hungry. This situation, they don't care about no money. The money gonna be there. It's gonna. They already know it's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And the whole experience was different. All the people were friendly. All the people patting you on the back. They caring. They checking on you. You know what I'm saying? Like you asked Nephew when I hired Nephew. We did RFK. Them people. Man, we basically was laying golden eggs out there, and them people hated our guts, our own company. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it normally goes when you're on the road. You know,
Folds, is this the same coffee people?
nah.
What's the dude's name?
You know, they really don't even say his first name. I had to really do more research on the founders. It possibly could be the same Folger. But in D.C., this is one of them historic families in D.C., and they owning a lot of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a park. Y'all can pull out your maps and look up Folger Park in Southeast. That park, that's their park. All that land around there was like originally theirs. So even if people staying there, you know, in that area, they probably done got their houses and stuff from them.
You think it probably was ours first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but without question, it was ours. And technically, this still our stuff.
Right, 'cause
You
they
know.
took a lot of stuff.
Well, hold on. See, now that's one thing in our community. We got a lot of misinformation. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even take our stuff. If you want, and this is very important to this conversation when we talking about trust and estate plans, because we need to really study our history. These people do not own anything. They didn't take anything from you but your name and your identity. Y'all following me? So, okay.
So the founders, hold on quickly. The founders of the Folgers Theater are Henry and Emily Folger.
Folger, right. I didn't know the man's name, but let's stay on this point because this is a very important point. Because this is the reason for a whole lot of stuff that I be saying, and it has to do with trust and estate plans. So, let me give y'all some history. Our ancestors, right? They were so genius because we get this false narrative of slavery. I'm just gonna cut right to it. We gonna get right to it. We got a whole false story about slavery to hide the truth of who we are and the reason why they would rename us during slavery. Because we purport to be black, African American, Negro, color, all these things. These are fictitious names, and they're such for a reason, and it has to do with trust and estate plan. That's why these people will never tell you about trust. They will never teach you that. They want you to get a bank account. All right, so let me explain. While they tell us our ancestors was enslaved, did not fight back, and all these lies, understand your ancestors were so damn genius, they took all our lands and territories and they put it in one estate, and they made you the beneficiary. You just don't know. Okay? They made beneficiaries ancestral heritage. The beneficiary is the Moor, not the black man. That's why they renamed you during slavery. Because to be honest, every hood nigga you know is a trust fund baby. That's what Europeans will never tell you. And they don't own the land. They deal in commerciality. One thing you should look up is real property versus real estate. People get real estate and they think that they own these properties because they do not read or comprehend the contracts. The contract says on it, when you get a mortgage, which is a dead pledge. We don't know our Latin anymore, so we don't know when we're saying dead, mort, gage, pledge. You making a dead pledge, right, that you're going to pay for the usage of a thing for the term of your life. That's what you're doing when you get a mortgage. And in it, it says that you are a tenant. How are you a tenant in your own home, black man, black woman? It's a game. They're playing a game on us, and it's mostly mental. Right? So to bring it home, real property deals with the ownership of a thing. And white people, Europeans, cannot sell you real property because they do not own it. When you talk about Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, all these original white men that they put up as the people who started this shit, which is a lie, these people are trustees. The United States of America is a trust.
Yep.
In your face.
It literally, and so the whole look at the back of your dollar, any bill you have, the whole "In God We Trust."
In
thing,
God we trust.
on words, it's
and it's also an acronym. God on the dollar means Government Ordnance Department. It does not mean the Most High God.
Exactly. So what happens is it plays on our knowledge or lack thereof.
Absolutely.
And
because this is our ancestral homeland. You standing on West Africa. They just never told you that this is West Africa.
It's in the bag that you're chasing, so to speak, because it's on every dollar, on the back of every dollar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we got to get back to these roots that, you know what I mean? So to break down what a trust is, and I'm going to use the example of our ancestors and our current state, right? So in a trust situation, you have a person who starts it off, right? Who puts the money in it, who creates the structures, the rules and guidelines. That person is called a founder or a settler. Remember, they told us the Europeans were settlers. They want us to believe that settlers are somebody who come on the land and settle. No, these people were people who started trusts. They were settlers. They were grantors is another word. Creators, founders. All these are words synonymous with people that start trusts or estates.
And if you pay attention to a lot of your paperwork you sign, a lot of these words are right at
in
the signature box, or where you go sign when nobody pays attention. Look at the word beside the signature line.
Right.
It's a lot of times you sign and stuff that you only.
And I'm gonna tell you one way you can see this every day. And I know all y'all, because today is Sunday, and all of us go to church. Understand that church comes from olden times, before they had bank accounts, before they had LLCs, before they had blah 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 blah. So if you look at the ministers of the church, they are ministers of an estate. Right in your face. The founder started the joint, is a trust, got the building, right? Then he elects pastors after him, and he has a whole board of trustees.
Henceforth, hold on, before I just want to touch on this 1 second. And we'll get to this eventually too. Henceforth, why be careful on this one. The church as it's supposed to be isn't what it is today.
Some of them are.
Yes.
Go ahead. As far as the spirituality.
I'm okay. I'm the broad part of a lot of church being a business now more than a community.
Right.
Identity. Yes. Yes. So I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm religious.
All right.
But yeah.
Let me add on to that.
I don't want to go there.
See that whole.
Big money.
That's bigger than that though, because that relates to our history right there. So when you talk about church, understand the original churches, right? The original Christians were Moorish people.
I'm hip.
And specifically, they were Egyptians. Right? The one of the oldest patron saints is Saint Maurice the Moor from Thebes. And he took a campaign of Moorish soldiers in the name of Christianity couple hundred years before the Greeks, the Romans in it. They were still talking about Zeus and all that. This man already had churches, all that, and they had an army in the name of Christ. Couple hundred years before everybody else. So understand that Christianity they took from us. You want to say they took something? They took the real Christianity, gave us a fake one, and then if you want to talk about slavery, you're really talking about the Spanish Inquisition, which was led by Christianity. If you want to know the people that enslaved you, it's not white people, it's Christians specifically. Look it up historically. And we all clamor to get in church. Now, I don't want to offend nobody, but that is the truth.
Oh, you want to wait for me to say something?
I mean, like we can keep going on the trust. We can keep going.
What to do about that? Like, I told you. Okay,
can't do that's reality, man.
Full disclosure, like I tell people on the regular. My mama's sitting over here, so I'm like I believe in God. You know,
right.
I absolutely believe in God. I'm a man of spirituality. I'm a man of faith.
Right.
I walk with it, talk with it, breathe it, believe it.
Right.
That said, I'm not very big on this whole religious play. You know, this is the religion,
this dogma
thing. Yeah, I have a church home because it's what I was,
right.
raised in, and et cetera. But that is because I believe in God, and what I go get what I need to get, and
right.
They'll tell you that. I don't do a whole lot of, sister, brother, I don't do a whole lot of that because I'm not there for that. I'm there for the spirit. I'm there to get what I need to get.
It's
moving.
It's nothing really wrong with church for real.
No, I'm not saying.
No. What? No. I'm not. No. That's
not
not.
saying there's nothing-
Hold on. That's not what I'm saying. You saying. I'm coming from the perspective of somebody on the outside looking in. The church is not even the issue. When you listen to what I'm saying about church, don't even say like, oh, well, he don't like church. It's not. That's not even the issue. Our language is the issue because church will teach you the real thing if you know what the words mean. If you know the language, then you could decipher for yourself, and you don't have to listen to. You know what I mean? Because we're in the Bible. All the places, right? I challenge all black people, right? All black people. Learn your history. All the places in the Bible, most of these stories are about Moorish people. And even in the original Bible, it said Moor. It didn't say black or Ethiopian. You can fact check that. Go back to the Latinized version. And you'll find that every place where it references dark, melanated people, it says Moors in the original. They changed the Moors to black. You know what I'm saying? So the information is in there. I don't care how many Sundays you go to church. If you can't tell me the black people in the Bible, what you doing? Because they're all over the Bible, all the way down to our origin. When you talk about in the Bible, they talk about black people bloodlines. They ain't talking about no white people. When you talk about the story of Ruth and Boaz is about the most eldest black people that they could find. That is about black people. And they tell you our identity in it. They say, yo, Ruth is a Moab. She's from Moab.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they tell you that Boaz is a Hittite. Mm-hmm. They telling you black people lineage all through the Bible. White people come in there and act like it's their sauce. And we none the wiser.
And this is touchy, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to say next on this one. But
and all of this has to do with trust.
It
all has to do with trust. Go ahead, Mama. What you got to say, Mama?
Yeah, I'm gonna let somebody else talk because I don't think I'm gonna.
Y'all don't believe me? The whole Bible talks about trust. All y'all talking about y'all married, and I'm getting aggressive on y'all. Y'all married, y'all get a wedding or whatever. In the Bible, it say, yo, you have to have so many shillings in order to wed my daughter. In the Bible. And then it goes on to say that you got to establish a house. People don't understand what the ancient people are talking about when they say a house. They think a house is a structure. A house is a trust. It's an agreement. You got to take that money in order to buy my daughter's hand. You got to take that. You got to put it into something that y'all can sustain yourselves on.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not even getting married according to the ancient way unless you establishing the trust. And then white people take it and they flip it on you. They establish a trust for you, create an adhesion contract between you and her. Now y'all tied together. You know what I'm saying? And they do all this stuff because so
they can stick their hand in the pot.
Not just that, they consider us to be incompetent and unable to handle our affairs as human beings.
Unfortunately.
Human beings have estate plans and trust. They don't have bank accounts.
So let's talk about the banks for a second.
All right, go ahead.
So we do know that banks take our money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they basically, the banking system is set up on investments. You know, the same things that they do, we legitimately can do. So all banks do is take and put your money into something, to work for them. Well, supposed to be for us, but it's really for them.
Right.
We get none of that on the back end.
You're supposed to. We're supposed to get a dividend. Navy Federal gives out dividends.
They do. Yes, they do.
So some of these credit unions actually give you money.
For the most part, it's still pennies.
Yeah. They don't want to give you.
No. You're not going to benefit much from it.
No. Facts.
I don't know what else. Again, I'm not trying to step on any toes. Because it is sensitive because we've been operating a certain way for so long, and for me, it feels this way at times.
Man.
Like sometimes I feel so behind the 8 ball because it's like,
man,
wow,
bro. We have a different life when we sis.
That's my point, right?
Yeah. Right.
So that's where we coming from with the situation.
Well, see, well, hold on. Right, but see, we already started.
Yeah.
But I think the master key to unlocks all this is literacy. We are not completely literate. We get a gist of what the words mean, but we really don't know what the words mean. And we don't challenge ourselves to know. Like we talking about a bank. Conceptually, we think a bank is a storehouse of money. But if you go to the definition, they tell you off the breaks. The bank is a lender.
Right. Yeah.
Solely. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't even pretend. It's just that we don't read and fully comprehend. We either don't read it or we don't understand what we read. Go ahead, sis.
You want to come on over?
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
What's the average cost for a trust?
Okay.
Cost.
Hold on. Let me say. See now this is a Jedi mind trick as well.
It's no cost.
Because exactly. And they do the same thing to us in business where they like, well, it costs money to start an LLC. Lies. All it takes is effort. They want to put an obstacle that only exists in your mind in front of you and that which you desire.
And what's the biggest obstacle that we believe in our mind? Money.
But also, because we got sis and bro out here telling us, hey, I charge you $500 and I get your LLC.
Yep.
Instead of being your brother and sister for real.
Just help
Right.
work through the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to charge you.
Yes.
They think you're going to compete with them. Walmart don't care about what talking
Well, hold on. We'll see.
Yeah, we just talked about
that. That's true, but that points to the issue though. The issue is that we do not have understanding for ourselves. You know what I mean? Even if, like, let's say you start a business, right? And I use AV as an example, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a business person, right? And you know how to run business and you make money, but you don't know the technology of a business that you design or whatever, you can't properly run that business. You cannot maximize your profitability. You don't fully understand the business itself. And that is the issue. If we're going to get a deal from somebody, you should at least know enough information to understand whether you're getting a deal or not. You see what I'm saying? Therein lies the issue. We relying on others instead of ourselves.
But you start somewhere, right? You have to start.
Absolutely.
And the information has to be good information.
Exactly.
Right.
Just like you say, it costs
Well, that's the issue too, though, because we our people, we love to feel good. The real information is striking. It's powerful to knock you over. It'll put you to sleep.
Yeah,
It'll wake you
right.
up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people not ready for that. Because it exists. There's people out here with the knowledge, but we can't speak freely. I go among in life and I slap fives and roll up J's and all that, but rarely do I get an opportunity to really say what's really on my mind and my heart. You know what I'm saying?
So to touch on that, I'm gonna let you go back. So to touch on the point that he's making is that I just sat here for a minute. I didn't really know where to go next. And we're talking about because I know what to say.
Right.
But I also know that it's not going to be accepted.
It's not going to be
embraced in the
politically
way-
correct.
Yeah. So, and I understand what it is we're doing here, what it is that I would like to be able to continue to do for everybody. So what I say matters, and I have to monitor.
Yeah. But
how it's said. So I had to sit back and.
I
think
agree
about it.
with
So
you.
I'm just pointing
But
to what you just said.
I'm gonna
as
add
far
to
as
that
goes.
though. I think that's, as men, that's where we're losing our ground. I think this is exactly where we're losing our ground. We gotta become fearless again, and we gotta take the reins of the ship. I'm at the point where I don't even care how you feel about me.
I
You know
agree
what I'm
with that
saying?
with your family.
Hold on.
Yeah, I
No,
agree
with
with that.
everybody, with everything as a group. Because if we take the reins and move this whole thing wherever we want to take it, everybody will have to go. We waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, and agree with us. And, oh, you know what? You right. I'm going to join in. No. That ain't how it was in ancient times. The most powerful man, he came and took it and say, look, I got all this wealth and all this power and all this everything in my hand. If you desire it too, then follow me. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't keep waiting for somebody to join in. The most powerful got to come to the front and take it.
Okay, and I agree with you.
Uh-huh.
But like you said, by me being older in,
Yes.
in the group, it's like you said, it started back in slavery.
Yes.
They taught us how to be against each other.
Right.
Whether we were brown skin,
Yes.
black skin, they
I-
taught us how to be jealous and envy of each
I agree
other.
with that, Mama.
So that point has moved up to this
Right.
point now.
Right.
As black men, they made it so that you compete against each other.
Yes.
You gotta have that block over there, and I gotta have this block over there, and they have continued to push that. And by showing them the bag, that makes them even hungry for the bag instead of hungry
Right.
for the unity of a black brother
Right.
together. Like Tiff say, you don't want to help anybody. You want to get some money in your pocket.
Right.
One thing I'm going to
Okay.
say, he frowned in his face because
Because I got something I'm about to say. before I'm-
Nah, I want to jump in on that first.
He's been making me say, "Ma, take time before you say something and look it up for yourself."
There you
as
go.
Older people, we don't want to look up.
Right.
What do you know? I'm
Right.
so age, and
It's
I
bigger
know
than
what I'm
it's,
talking
it's,
about
it's
'cause
bigger
I'm
than
not-
just
Hold,
old
let
people.
me interject before you go, because I know you're gonna go.
Tell you
Yeah.
and just believe it. You have to research.
Yeah, that's
Yes, yes,
Let's y'all go,
Mama,
'cause I got a lot of stuff to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's exactly right. The thing about this thing, right? We want to place all the blame on slavery. Okay, we got to get out of that because it's not true. It's not true. It's mostly a myth. You believe in fairy tales and pixie dust. If you believe in slavery, you believe in Santa
Who was that
Claus.
created by though?
Huh?
That myth. Who was that? That myth
That's
created.
not
by?
what I'm saying, though. We can't harp on what's already been done to us and what's wrong. We can't affix ourselves to that. We can only affix ourselves to the way that we can improve ourselves. I'm not disagreeing with what y'all saying. What I'm saying is the narrative is not true. You have to snap your mind psychologically out of that.
The
okay?
narrative beyond slavery.
So
not
so
necessarily
so okay.
the narrative of
White
slavery.
people enslaved us. Now I'm gonna ask y'all, does this make sense? We all educated people in here, right? Everybody raise your hand if you educated. Everybody raise your hand if you educated. Everybody should raise their hand, right? So now I'm gonna ask y'all, educated people, free thinking people with your own mind, does this make sense to you?
No.
Okay. Now white people, right, who could not take care of themselves. They could not even make the journey through the Mediterranean without catching gangrene and scurvy and dying. They could not make short distance trips without starvation. They could not carry their water with them across thousands of miles to get you to America. How did they steal you from Africa? How? Somebody explain this
And
to
how
me.
did you survive that trek?
Logistically impossible. Logistically, that's how you know we ain't doing nothing. We don't even know what it take to get people across the water on our own.
So think about this.
Logistically
Well, nah, I don't
impossible
wanna get into
to
that,
steal millions of you from Africa. Not only logistically impossible.
This is where millions though.
Hold on,
Millions,
hold on.
though. It's
Hold on,
50,
because
50.
they sell us so many dreams that we just subscribe to. We don't even challenge it. But if somebody walk down to the street and you see this person and they like, look, put $1 up and you get 5 if you can guess the ball, you gonna be like, bruh, you gaming me? But we don't call it on these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me just say this. I want to break the spell on this, right? Because
Hurry
our
up.
women believe that the men didn't fight for them. It's a whole lot of ways they done twisted up our psychology. But I'm gonna give you this pinprick, and I'm gonna give you some books. White gold. Go look up white gold. You know what I'm saying? Look up white slavery. Because the real truth of the matter and the real reason why Europeans hate you is because you enslaved millions of them. They won't tell you that, though. And when they see you, you like, man, we've been through slavery, man. Why y'all don't help us? They look at you with disgust. Because you have no knowledge of the history. When them people started taking us from the Americas, because they didn't take us from Africa over there. They took us from Africa
What is-
over here.
Hold
Right?
on, bro. Hold on. What's the comment?
I'm gonna just input this one thing.
Huh?
Your ancestors and your people over in what you call Africa today, they immediately started enslaving Europeans right away. When they started taking people from here, the whole Mauritania, Tripoli, Tunis, all of that, they started stealing white people from the coastline. Whales by the millions.
Yeah, that's a fact, though.
Pure fact. Look up Thomas Jefferson and them. They were paying tribute to get black men off their back for doing the stuff that they did to us in America. We not even getting back in touch with the real truth. We are satisfied with the lie.
Oh.
Huh? What was the
Trying to see
comment?
What's the comment?
The comment was to start somewhere for me has meant to go back to other necessary parts of owning my business.
Ho. So start
Say
from the
it.
top. Yeah, speaking.
It was like piggyback off of what y'all had said earlier.
Okay.
To start somewhere for me has meant to go back to do the other necessary parts
Yes.
of owning my business, learning as I go, praying not to lose money in the process. Like I always say, they like our rhythm, but don't want our blues. We built this.
I
on
like
our
that.
backs, and
Yeah.
people love to take the credit.
Right.
Pretty Brown Eyes. I like that. They went out rhythm, but not out blues. That's
That's
pretty
it.
profound. That's pretty
fire.
dope.
It's always been like that.
Huh? Oh, that's Brit. Sis, why you ain't tell me that was Brit? Yeah, I didn't know who she said it was. Your mother was. Okay, what's up, sis? I ain't know what's going on.
Hey,
ABX fam right there.
Yeah. That's it. So I was.
Mama, you go ahead.
She sparked the situation. So all right. My beef is this.
Oh, okay.
If you want it, go seek it.
There you
I
go.
tell this to my kids. I tell this to the basketball team. I tell this to anybody that's gonna listen.
Yeah.
Yes, even if the narrative is completely true, 400 years ago, whatever the case may be, there's a lot of information at your fingertips now more than ever. And if you want to be who you say you want to be,
Then
you
be
do
that.
know you're not going to get to that by chasing this. Because no matter how much money you make, your boss is never going to pay you enough money to live beside him. Period. It's not going to happen, Captain. So that said, it's like, okay, so what do we do?
Do they even pay
Tiff
you
said
money?
it. Like, okay, well, how do we? At this point, I'm not even. We gonna create it.
Right.
You put the right people around you to say, okay, I know what my strength is. I don't need to do everything. I think we talked about this a couple of shows ago.
That's right.
Bro's gonna do what bro's gonna do. He knows what he knows. I know what I know. Bro, no. Look,
And we come together like Voltron.
we talk about you talking about taking charge. Like
Right.
I agree with what you're saying, obviously,
Yeah.
because that's how I live my life. But it's an understanding. Like, nah, what I'm gonna take is the opportunity, because time is the thing that I can't get back. That's the thing that's most valuable here. So what I
True.
do with my time is going to multiply my money. It's going to multiply my family. It's going to multiply whatever it is that I do at that point if I put in the work to chase what it is that I believe that it is that I want. So this is where you talk about what is it that you really want? What do you really want to do with yourself? Seriously, because I ask the kids this, but this is a real question for adults. So what do you really want? Because what are you really willing to give up to get where you're trying to go? Because you're gonna have to give up something.
Yes, you are.
You can't just keep thinking, well, I work hard. Okay, cool. Rah. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you work hard and then you say, well, I want to do this and I'm trying to be that. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not stubborn, but you're not going to get to that doing that.
Right.
And you can be as tired as you want to be and you can have your sob story.
Right.
And you can do all that.
Right.
But I promise you, don't nobody really want to hear it. And I know in our community, that's what we do. We tell a sob story. Yeah, well, I'm going to pray for you, baby.
Yes, we do.
Come on, my
Pray.
guy. Like,
Who
I'm
said that?
tired. I'm tired. Like, look, I got full kids that one day I'm looking at them and they going to have kids. And I'm going to tell you what I do not want to look them in the face and say, I'm sorry, son. I was not what I don't want to look them in the face and say, you know what? I ain't got nowhere for you to live if it go hard. You out there. You
Man.
grown. Hold on. You grown now. You can figure it out for yourself. But did you figure it out for yourself? Before you told your kid, did you figure it out for yourself?
Right.
Help them figure it out. Did you teach them how to?
So if we know we at a disadvantage as a people starting off, why would we do that to our kids? Why would we keep pushing this narrative? Nobody wants to seek the information to do the work to give up something to get somewhere. That includes my generation, the generation
Yeah.
before my mama's generation.
He
Yeah.
tells me that every day, and I agree with him.
Because
I
nobody wants to
disagree
read.
with him, I'm your mother.
Well.
But it makes sense because I look at my grandkids, at 12 grandkids and 1 great grandkids. I have nothing to offer them.
Yes.
That's a shame.
Right.
That's a shame that
Right.
I worked all these years
Right.
just to say I worked.
Right.
Have a roof over your head, food in your mouth, bought you
that's
the
what we
best
were taught.
clothes.
'Cause that's what we
the
were
best
taught.
clothes.
Exactly.
I
That's
get
what we were
kids from
programmed to do.
And
backgrounds.
that's
Exactly.
What I'm
That's
saying.
what we was programmed to do.
That's what we
Right.
were taught.
Once
Yeah,
you're in that
and
comfort
we-
zone, it's kind of hard to break out of that because that's what you're used to.
And
But
I
then,
Right.
hold on.
I
But
gotta teach
so
it now,
so yeah.
y'all.
So
I gotta
when
teach
in
it.
saying that, you just hit it right on the head, right? You said comfort zone. But what is growth?
Uncomfortable.
Stepping outside of the
Uncomfortable.
box.
And I'm
Growth
getting-
is uncomfortable,
I'm getting
people.
uncomfortable.
Like
Right.
I love it.
it's no way to do this
Stepping
without
outside of that box.
making this extremely uncomfortable. I'm
That's
talking
a
about these
fact.
conversations. I'm talking about listen.
Everything.
And you ain't gonna want to be around me at some point, cause listen, I'm gonna make you feel it. I ain't gotta say a word. You gonna know, cause the way I take care of my kids, the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I breathe, the way I believe.
Right.
You're not gonna want to be in my presence at some point, because listen, who do you think you are? I think I'm him. That's
Right.
who I think I am.
Right.
And that's where the jealousy comes.
Yeah.
How to hate yourself.
That's-
the poem. Who taught you to hate yourself? Why is it that we feel like
And the money don't make the money whether I have it. That
Well,
amount, it don't make me him. What makes me him is, listen, I was put here to do this. That's what I was put here to do. And I'm going to run this race for as long as I can run it, because I ain't going to be here forever. So let me tell you what I wake up with. I wake up as a king. I go to bed as a king, because I take care of mine as a king, whether I have the money or don't have the money. I don't make excuses for that.
right. No. I'm not cutting you. I'm agreeing with you, bro. But see, right. But hold, right. And I love that. And I love that. Everything about that was 100. But see, that's what we missing ground. Even in that, right? That was so powerful. All of us heard that, the power in that, right? That's the magic that we missing. And now, if you infuse that force with the right understandings and the right words, manifestation happens. That's why they won't want us to be literate. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like we just talk about money, like, oh yeah, money. What is money? Because we're not even handling money. Money is gold and silver. How many of us in here got gold and silver? But we walk around all day asking for money.
Church.
What magic? Our magic is bad. We were the most magical. Now our magic is bad. You be better off asking for Federal Reserve notes. Man, I need Federal Reserve notes. I need promissory notes like yesterday. It's going to start raining promissory notes. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Because all this other stuff ain't even real. I need to go to school, and I ain't telling nobody don't go to school because it's a good experience. But why do we put all these obstacles in front of our desires? Right? Let me take them to church, mama. God thought, spoke, and things came to pass.
Yeah.
And you are made in God's image and likeness.
And hold on, now you're saying that. So what the Bible speaks of what? You cannot be a man of God without faith. And what is faith? What is faith?
Following somebody.
What is faith? No, I want you to
No.
Following somebody blindly.
Somewhat.
But it's the hope.
And not by sight. You're blindly walking behind somebody and following them. Because people don't know what faith means.
That's
Right.
It means that you're supposed to be, hey, I'm just
No, that's-
off your faith.
Right.
It's
Believing in the unknown.
Yeah, it's
There you go. Exactly. It's believing in the unknown. But hold on. Let's not get churchified. Let's scientifically break this down, because this is science they're presenting to you.
Yes.
We're just not taking it as such. You know what I'm saying? Faith. Why do you have faith? What is the purpose? You just have faith just to have faith? Because the Bible speaks about belief, faith, and fruition.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? The Bible said God thought, spoke, and things came to pass. And it's based on belief, faith, and fruition. You must believe in and have faith in the thing that is not real yet in order for it to manifest. And I ain't preaching, y'all. This is real science. So whatever you thinking in your mind, right, and whatever you're saying and putting your heart into, it will become real in whatever form. You know what I'm saying? You holding on to it.
Because this came real.
Oh, yeah.
This situation here, from one to this, came real. Now, we all go. We have our time. The APX has gone through some trials and tribulations.
Yes.
In their families, in their works, in their jobs. But when you speak something and speak it and believe it and know that God's going to do it, can't nobody tell me he ain't going to do it. That's me. Okay? Now, I am on the prayer ministry. I've been praying none, as they say. But I pray, but I also tell you to pray for yourself. Okay? And church is me.
Yeah.
Where I just left Spirit of Peace,
Right.
that's a building.
Right.
Some man built that building going up there.
Yeah.
Right.
But for me to talk to your son sitting over there, that was church.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Imagine him telling him, baby, what you looking for in a career? You talking to Jermaine about your business, which is going to take off because you're trying to unite as two black men.
Yes.
With another black man to do better. We keep looking at your son playing the piano. We're going to push you to keep pushing your son. We push this one here because he just got that knowledge up here that just goes from here to his bottom of his toes. So we push and support him. See, that's what it's about. We got to stop having that jealousy, envy, and like you said,
But
I'm not going back to
hold on though. But how though? See, one thing I want to say, because we always talking about we got to stop. All these things, how do we undo these things?
Take initiative.
How do you change the way you think?
Take initiative.
Take initiative.
Do something
He
different.
didn't have to let me
Look
come
up.
here today, but he did.
Right.
Saying,
Well, I'm thinking.
Somebody who's already doing it.
Well, hold on. Let's just start on the most basic level. Hey Karen, what greatly affects our train of thought? The food.
oh yeah.
You want somebody to be elevated. You can't keep feeding them Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Processed food.
It's not possible. If you upset at them people you love because they don't understand you, but you buy them chicken dinners, you the part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? If you're not drinking clean water, you will not activate. You will not think straight. It's not possible. It is scientifically impossible.
It's okay.
Okay. Hold on.
No, I got a question for you.
Ask me the question.
You get past me and I can't jump in.
I will go around
ahead.
the circle
Go ahead.
because you got to understand the slavery is more than whips and chains. The slavery is all around you.
Yeah.
It is a whole entire matrix
It's the
now.
food
It's how you it's how you're civilized.
Yeah.
It's how you socialize.
It's even how
all
we
these
deal with our
constructs.
families and our
It's not
children.
real.
Listen, when you got parents telling their kids, when you turn 18, you are your own, right? Listen, and them same parents didn't understand how didn't understand how that's a systematic thing. That's something where you like, that's your baby. I'm not saying that. Yeah,
Right.
like, come on, that's something
So,
wrong there.
right,
Something ain't-
and
18.
and when you say that,
Now at 35 and 40.
right, when you say that, don't nobody own mama want them after they're 18. How you expect people to unify?
That's what
So
I'm saying. Like,
let's look at the example of the people that unify. Look at the Spanish people. Look at the Mexicans. They will live 100 in a house, drive places 100 in a car. They don't care. If one going, all going. And we gonna stay here in this house. And everybody gonna pool their resources until we can buy another house and another. Then, before you know it, they owning your whole neighborhood.
Yes.
And they're poorer than us. Let me make that clear. We are the third wealthiest group. We are. The third wealthiest in here is the black man. Don't let nobody fool you. They try to say that black men is broke. Is white men in richness? Is Asian men? Then it's black men. That is a fact that is a statistical fact. We are making enough money to make a change, and we make more money than Spanish people. But they have more than us, and they live better than us. Mindset, they buy everything in bulk. They come together, they hustle, they don't care what you think about them. You know what I'm saying? We all suffer from these lower devils we read about in the Bible. We care about what people think about us. We got to stunt. We got to do all these things. These are the ways that we actually come together, but people don't want to undo that. That's the real truth. It's how you live. It's how you eat. It's how you breathe. It's what you consume, not just your food, your TV you watch. You know what I'm saying? If you want somebody to connect with you, or you can't expect to connect with a person who enjoys ratchet TV.
Company you keep.
You know what I'm saying? You going in two different directions. You got to really look at what's in front of you. Look at the most basic constructs. Look what we call ourselves. We call ourselves black people, and we call white people white people. They're not even white people. It's so obviously right in front of you. They're European. They have nations. You ask these white people, what nation do you hail for? Well, I'm Welsh. I'm Scottish. They're not even white people.
White is a color. Black is a color.
Hold on, let me stop you right there, because it's not. Look up the definition of color. Color is not even a phenomenon that exists. Color is not real. What you're experiencing is a light in varying spectrum that appears to be color. Color is just a thing that they use to represent. So
If
the
you
word
remember
color,
now-
the word color actually means artificial. We call ourselves artificial people all the time.
Because if you remember back in elementary
Literacy,
school, right,
man.
and we forget these things because it goes so far back, right? But in elementary, they teach us fragments of light.
Yeah,
color,
the prisms.
Yes, it's
There you go.
fragment of light.
And it refracts
Yes,
in a
but
different color.
we forget all, like
Uh-huh.
kindergarten and first grade. The basis for a lot of things they told us that was the real.
That's the real.
The rainbows is what made us
Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you like the rainbows or do you like the seven chakras?
the seven
Because they taught you 7 chakras in kindergarten, which is Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, which is the light color spectrum, not the rainbow.
But that's the chakra thing.
you-
That's opening up.
You see that because in the sky, when there's a mist, the light shines through the mist like it shines through a prism and it refracts. But you're looking at energy going through the sky. Chakras.
I just pray that y'all get organized the way you really want y'all 2 dreams that you had, that we touch these babies this way, because
Yeah.
But see,
We touching them.
okay, so
We
hold on.
touching them.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
And hold on. Let me say something. Don't even. Let me say something, Mama. One thing we got to do too is we got to stop hoping.
and do it.
Hold on now. We got to stop hoping, Mama. We are powerful people. We are God's people. We are the jewels of the world.
So look,
hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. I'm gonna let you get to it. But one reason why. Hold on. Cause I'm gonna bring y'all back. Cause we hope a lot. And hope, we believe a lot. That's tied to our hope. But we really don't have the faith because we hope.
Yep.
Because we hope. If you really had faith, you live like that was already real. And that's the power that you need to make your magic happen. It's not that when you say affirmations, I don't want to be somebody. I don't want to be a millionaire. I am a millionaire today. And I'm going to live as such today. If you really want to manifest it, be that which you wish to become right now.
Be what you need it. Okay.
We got to stop hoping.
Okay.
You got to do something and you got to know that it's so. You know what I'm saying? They ask me how I do all this crazy stuff. Hey, bro, everything that's going on, you always at the forefront. It ain't because I hope. It's because I know. I know I'm that one. You need me. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm worried about what I'm going to do next. I know where I'm going is better than where I've been. That's the only thing that's in the cards for me. You understand? That's the only thing I fixate my mind on. Only the goal, nothing else. Not the obstacle. Oh, I need a job. I need money to get to my wealth, to get to my riches, to get to my abundance. No. All I want is the abundance. Most High, I'm willing to accept everything else that comes with that. I'm willing to accept the learning curve. I'm willing to accept the failure. I'm willing to accept the obstacles.
Okay.
I'm willing to accept the detours. I'm willing to accept everything that comes with this abundance. Then it will come to you.
So Brother Stain, hold on, Brother Stain.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Can I get an amen?
Brother Stain is which. So we talk about this on a regular. And I need to get to what you said, but specifically his fire, his passion. Like Stan is when we talk about having in a village. You have warriors. Stan is a warrior. Stan is the warrior in the village. Everybody can't take that stance in how he goes about things, and that's.
Yes, I want
to
wake something up in you.
He is.
I'm looking for that fire that exists in all of us.
Definitely way more at you, and if you don't know how to take that, it can come off.
However, it don't matter if you don't know how to take it. You gotta take it.
Look.
You gotta take it.
Look.
You are definitely a rare breed, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He is the warrior of the clan, and we never quite. We never.
I love you. I really do. I'm gonna say what you don't want me to say because it's true and because I love you.
Thank you for dropping through.
I want you to leave here with a piece of my heart for real.
So now to touch on this whole point of what you're saying, and he said everything for real. He just said it in a way more aggressive manner.
Mama got it.
He gonna give it to me again because I probably got it last night too in our conversations. But I'm gonna take it again tonight. Today.
All right, nah. We're gonna keep it a buck because we got enough people here, specifically Miss Tiff. You don't see me that much. For most people in here, when you see me, what do you see me with? You know this because we joke about it all the time. Father of the Year, you're 2020.
Yeah, 22, bro. Vote for bruh. Father of the Year right there, bro.
Like, I forget the money for a second. No matter where I go, we get out the car or wherever we walking into, and I'm saying we because I don't come alone.
Huh?
He's always with me or my nephew.
You got tribe.
Yeah, like there's an intentful point to that though, right? Because I've learned over the course of time now, right? What I do at home is what I do at home, right? But some people some people go out in the street and they want to portray a certain life of what they do. But what I do at home, what you see in basketball practice and what you see here, that's really how we live over here, right? But what I realize is that not having my dad growing up and certain things, like not everybody has that connection. And this life is going to throw many different things at you. You have single parent, but listen, if I am who I believe I am and who I say I am, I don't have to be your dad to be your dad. I just got to be who I need to be. So for my kids, I can see the effect that it has. But let me think to myself, if I can have this effect on the lives of these kids, and I know what I'm stressing about, what I'm thinking about, maybe I can help somebody. So let's take it out. Y'all going with me. Let's go. We going to go. Nephew, you coming here. CC, when you need to, and I'm going to say it because their parents, they're like, I got problems with parents and certain things. It's because I shouldn't have to ask you for certain things when you see this is what I'm doing. You see this is how I'm living. You see, I don't ask for anything. That's not what I'm doing this for. I don't need to be praised for this because I'm getting the praise from these children. I'm getting the praise from the results. But now y'all as adults in the next generation, all these people that claim to want to build this thing, why are y'all not helping me push this forward?
Yeah.
Because I don't ask for anything. So why are you not helping me push this forward? So when you talk about this hope thing, mama, that's your daughter, ain't it?
Yes.
How many times we talked about this? I'm sorry, Bucci. That's your son in them over there, right? That's your son-in-law, right? Why the hell do I have to argue with them about XYZ? Why do I have to chase down XYZ? Because you praying and you doing it. That's your daughter, ain't it?
Yes.
So what do you need to do? What do they need to do? Because that's her son, ain't it?
Yes.
So who needs to do what? When you start talking about hoping and faith and all this church and all these Bible scriptures, like, listen, when you see me, what do you see? When you see me, wherever I go, what do you see? Not just my kids, you see their son too. When you see me and we together, it's the three of us. When I walked into this situation, ABX, I didn't walk into it like, oh yeah, Nutty, Pounds, man, this is my situation. Y'all, how do we operate?
We operate as one.
It ain't no top, it's never.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Fush, you tripping. Listen, what we talking, they asked what we talking about? I don't. Y'all got something?
I mean, no, that's big facts.
Can be very assertive and not everybody can deal with him. But there's times where it's like the reason why we had a relationship we have because I recognize this boy is super intelligent. This man, I'm sorry, super intelligent, very much so aggressive. But there are things. What do you say? There's certain things that come along with him that you're going to have to accept if you're going to get all the good and all the whatever, Yeah, it's we both for this way in time. Time management is not a thing of either of us, so we connect on that. But the tone of his voice, sometimes assertiveness, and he got it. Some people take it the wrong way, and we've had this experience through going through business. It's like, nah, but you gotta see the man.
It's passion. There you go, Scorpio. There you go, Scorpio.
No,
that's passion.
Yeah, man. I really, like. Let me jump in on this, bro. Hold on. Let me hold on.
Talking to me.
No, it's gonna be. Go ahead, mama.
You are so right. I'm a very passive mother. I don't like to holler and scream at Bucci. I choose my words with Tony because Tony's a big laughter and joke. I choose my word with your brother Tony because he's always giggling.
And you still choosing it. You still doing it. You still doing it. You doing it right now.
I try not to hurt them feels. I try to deal with them. But one thing I can say that's different. I told him that, and he said I put a birdie on him that I should not do.
I mean, they all do. And they don't want to hear that. But
they're going to follow you more so than they.
I know you want to talk, so I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Hold on. Let me go ahead. I just want to say this, bro. I want to say this. I mean, because you said something very profound, and it hit me in the beginning. You know what I mean? But you was like, because you didn't have your father, it made you like a super dad. You know what I'm saying? But that kind of puts something in perspective for me because a lot of people don't know, but I grew up without my oldest brother. And I always wanted, my brother. He had a different mother. I didn't know that till I was like an older person. You know what I'm saying? So. And Southeast, Akakik, everywhere, everybody knows me like as Big Bruh. And in my community, I just turned into the brother of people. Like, you was like, I'm going to be that super dad. I was like, yo, I'm going to be that brother that I never had. Yeah.
Respect, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't understand my energy, it's brotherly energy. It's that I really don't care how you feel. I'm going to let you know energy. I'm a brother, you know what I mean? I'm going to hug you, I'm going to laugh with you, I'm going to cry with you, I'm going to fight with you, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be with you.
But and that's why I love coming to the show because you are showing me what
Take your time.
What we should be doing is what we need to do right now, this moment, this day,
That's
is
right.
to be honest with each other.
Mm.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. Whether they speak to you the next day, you call them anyway, you're going to make them speak to you.
Yeah, that's right.
We need to be more serious
So-
about being together.
Yeah, that's right.
Jermaine, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm about to just go. I'm gonna let you get yourself together, and I'm gonna finish this right quick because we
Yeah,
got 3
because
minutes left. So hold on,
I
I got a closer because we
Uh-oh.
shoot another episode, real, you know.
I
And,
love the
but
way you bring in other fellas and give them the opportunity. Like you said, people say, well, you seem like you're a king and got plenty of money. I have nothing, baby. But
listen,
the
you
love
ain't-
of God, you got.
you ain't got to say it like that, but you right.
Nah, you rich in
I
spirit,
get it.
cuz.
I get what you're saying.
And
Nah, you rich
to
in
know his
spirit, bro.
walk
Uh-huh.
and what he's been through the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You say, man, ain't nobody but God holding you.
Yeah.
You understand? And he's holding him to a higher position.
There you go.
He put Stan as a brother to him, who he can't communicate with the brothers that he was blood that I had. He got Nutty, which they grew up together as little boys on Q Street. And
Don't forget the other two too.
and
Bree
yeah,
Love,
the crazy
Pounds.
boys, Pounds.
Bree Love, when I catch you, we gonna move.
What's up, Bree? What's up, Pound?
Blood brothers.
There you go.
But you are blood brothers. Because God didn't have but one blood come down. Now
Rest
we're
in
Christian
peace,
on
bruh,
you.
bruh.
One
Forget you.
blood.
peace,
He
bro.
didn't make
That's right.
A, B, C, and D.
We
That
are-
was man some way cut down
Uh-huh.
A. By, you
Yeah,
know,
well, everybody was originally O.
oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So, you know,
Everybody got the same, man.
divided, like you said, with the colors. But I am a praying person. And Jermaine said you got to do something along with praying. And I just thank God that you're in the midst of us all because, you know, he's going to use you.
Right.
In a powerful
Well,
way,
yeah.
you know?
Okay, so
And
now
I
you.
thank
Okay, I
God
got
for
2 minutes left. Come on, hold on.
I'm gonna give it back to
Hold
you.
on. Thank you. Hold on.
Okay,
But first
next
off,
week. Catch you next week, buddy.
thank you, Big.
Make sure you tune in.
Thank you, Big Bub. We appreciate you, bro.
Nah, thank you, man.
We didn't even get a chance to dive into that with everything, but we gonna talk about it in a minute. We gonna go, yeah, but we'll talk about it in a second. But we didn't get a chance to dive into
The trust.
what Bug wants to do, and even
Oh,
to
man.
the trust. But
So, yeah, that's cool.
yeah, the big homie. Listen, this is my OG right here from the home
Facts.
team. Like, so it does mean a lot that he's here, and that he even reached out to us to help him. Like, 'cause this is my big homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
you got to understand when
Respect.
I'm telling y'all about results and things of this magnitude. I want to be very clear. I love my sister. She's almost been another mother to me in a lot of different ways. However, I'm 41 now.
Uh-huh.
I got 4 kids of my own. My oldest is 15. I'm going through my own situation. Like, life
Right.
is, I can see
life.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm old
Yeah.
enough to see and have enough experience to say, listen, no. Hold on now. We got to do better. We can't keep doing the same and things. So if I got to be that one, if I got to be the one where you calling me whatever, you calling me,
Yeah.
you calling me, okay, I'm at the
Yeah.
point. But I can't live
Yeah.
the other way either. I can't deal with this. I can't. So I got to be that one. If that's the case, here we go. Let's walk that walk. So
Well,
I'm not taking a shot at my sister or my brother-in-law or my brothers who
Bo,
aren't
Bo.
here. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, there are things that she just
Bobo, I'm gonna have to keep it a buck with you though, too though.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with
Please,
you, man.
I appreciate
You know what I mean? Some of us are born to be kings and be leaders, man. You know what I'm saying? And while you're saying that, you also have to pick your crown up and put it on.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Because you are because of a reason. You know what I'm saying? And you can't neglect that as well. As much as you asking from everybody else, you got to dig in deeper for yourself, and you got to get in them uncomfortable positions and, you know, really establish your crown how it's supposed to be.
Amen.
respect, bro.
That's one king to another.
Yeah, I don't think I can add anything else to that, folks. That said, we're gonna have the continuation of this. So y'all make sure y'all tune in next week. We'll make sure that's aired, and we like y'all. We appreciate you. Gifted out and driven.
Come back.
Yeah, I will.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Well, we already gonna be back this next episode.
We here.
Continues, so he's back up. So y'all just make sure you tune in. You already watched this week. We'll get the episode up on the channel tomorrow. Next week we'll have the continuation of this episode next week aired on the channel and live via Facebook. So we appreciate y'all. We like y'all, fellas. Pounds, Bree, Pounds. Yeah.
Pounds.
Thank you,
Brother Malcolm.
Purpose Media, for having us as always. Thank you, Miss Karen.
Yep.
CC, thank you for what you're doing over there with that live. I don't know who's on the live, but thank y'all for joining us, whoever did. that's about it. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add?
Oh yeah, I wanna take a moment of silence, man, for my homie, man. Keith Allen
Big Lurch.
lost his life early Friday night and the Saturday morning, man. So just keep his family in prayers, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Lurch.
Rest in peace, man. We losing a lot of soldiers these days, man.
Hey, Bug, you want to add anything?
No,
to
I
close
just
with?
want to thank you, man, for having me on your platform, man. You know,
Appreciate you for
I
coming.
reached out to you and you welcomed me with open arms, man. So
Appreciate you,
thank
bro.
you.
I
Respect.
appreciate you for coming, man.
Yeah.
Real rap.
All right.
Love you too, sis. All right, y'all.
I like that. Peace.
Peace.